I'm sorry. I was supposed to post and record this video yesterday, but I didn't because like for some reason I woke up with like the worst like back pain in the entire world, and like I couldn't move. Like I don't like my back hurt so much. So yeah, but I'm better now. Like it literally went away. Like by the end of the day. So yeah. So sorry for not posting yesterday. I usually don't take these long to post these, but it's okay. Okay. Today we're talking about the Spanish Grand Prix. I really hope the background noise isn't too loud, but I don't know. The Spanish Grand Prix. So she's gonna like. So once again, I didn't predict anything because like I keep forgetting to because like whenever I usually predict them before the race, but since all these races are in Europe, so I have to wake up like at 7:30 or like 7:55, like honestly like minutes before the race sometimes, and so whatchamacallit, so I forget because I'm super tired, but yeah, I gave this race an 8 out of 10. Probably Loki should have given it a 7, but the last couple laps made up for it. I thought this race was super boring, to be honest. Honestly, this entire weekend did not feel like an F1 race was happening, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I wasn't as locked in as I usually am. Okay, let's go over the notes. I feel like, give me a sec. Okay. So okay, let's get into it. So I thought the first laps were super boring, and I also missed a couple because like during some of the laps I had to go out and get some coffee. So I wasn't like I had my headphones in, so I was listening to the commentators, but like not really. So first things first. So the main focus for this race weekend were like the new rules that the FIA like put about how much the front wings can flex, right? So there's like rules that the I think it's the front wing and maybe the rear wing, how much they're allowed to move. They're allowed to move and like flex and bend, right? So the FIA put rules this weekend. I think it's starting this weekend, or I don't know if it was just this weekend, that they brought down the minimum like flex, I don't know, something like that. So they're not allowed to flex it as they usually are, and obviously that's gonna bring some changes. But honestly, it really sparked like this like thing for me, because it's like F1 is all about innovation, right? And then but like sometimes a team will do something that nobody's done before, or try to do something that nobody's done before, and all the other teams, because like I get that the teams have to, but like they'll say that it's illegal, that it's not allowed, and the FIA like Loki sometimes like they're like, yeah, you're right, but it's like, isn't F1 about innovation? Like isn't about F1 trying something new every time that teams try something new? I swear the FIA tries to stop them. Like I don't know, it's just weird to me, but it's okay. The second thing that I wanted to mention was Lance Stroll. So Lance Stroll, he did qualify, like he did quali and everything like that, but before the race, it came out that he was not going to be able to participate because his wrist was hurting, and they believe that it's due to, I believe in 2023 he had an incident where he injured his wrist and he had a surgery, I think. So I believe it's the same wrist, so they think it's like complications from that surgery. So he wasn't able to do this race weekend, and who knows, he may not be able to participate in Canada, which sucks because it's his home race. But so that means that he wasn't able to race, and because he did qualify, once a driver qualifies, the reserve driver is not allowed to like compete or like take their place because the reserve driver did not qualify. Okay, now and also, yeah, okay, you know what, let's get into it. Okay, so first lap, first corner, Max overtakes Lando, right? And I was like, oh hell, here we go again. I was like, hell no. And also I wanted to mention there's this cool runoff area that Spain has. So it's like if you don't make the first corner, there's like a specific road that drivers have to take in order to get regained on track. safe. It allows for like a safe rejoin, because you know there's so many times where drivers get like penalties because they they re-entered the track like unsafely, like, you know what I mean. So yeah. And then also I think Liam Lawson had a bunch of freaking collisions. I think he ended up like having 3, like, or like he touched like somebody. For the first one, I think it was maybe Alonso, like where he I think they like touched tires. And then he had a second one, I think, with like Oliver Bearman. And then I think he had a third one, but I don't remember with who. I don't know. I didn't say who he had the collision with. I just said that he collided with people. Oh, and then Alex had to retire the car. So I think freaking yawning. I think Alex had front wing damage, so he had to come into the pits and get a new front wing, and then he got front wing damage again, right? So first of all, I don't think they changed the front wing again. I feel like it probably would have cost them more money or something. I don't know. So Alex had to retire the car, but before retiring, he actually had to come out again and do his 10-second penalty, because like he got a 10-second penalty before, like right before he was about to retire. So he had to come in again to like kind of like serve it, I guess. Because if he didn't, I think that 10-second penalty would have gone to the next race, or maybe would have been like a worse penalty. I'm not too sure. So Alex retired. Oh, and there was this point where like they were like the front runners were lapping some of the cars, and Lando and Max at this point they were like battling. I think at this point Lando had already passed Max had already passed Max to take second place, and it was, I didn't say, damn, I think it was Liam Lawson, and it might have been a beat car, but maybe it was a Haas, I'm not too sure. They were, cause like Lando was trying to pass, and so when the front runners are trying to pass like lapped cars, there's a blue flag, right? But they're also battling, if that makes sense. So Liam tried to make like a move on like the other driver, and like it got super close. I thought they were all gonna crash low key. I was like, Jesus Christ. So Lando ends up like obviously like passing. I swear this only happens when I'm recording. So they're able to pass, but obviously they lost a lot of time because they were stuck behind these cars trying not to crash. And so then the next thing that happens is that Kimi has a crash. Also, if I'm missing anything, I'm sorry, because like honestly I wasn't locked in like the first couple like many laps, and also I feel like not a lot happened. Kimi, I think his car, like the engine just ended up dying. So like he like crashed. Like he didn't crash, but like he like ended up in the gravel trap, and so that basically meant we had a safety car on track, and during the safety car, McLaren had double stacked. And if you guys go see that double stack, I was like, oh my god, they're gonna flop this. Like it's over for Lando. Like, and Lando's like about to race, man. But now thankfully, if you guys honestly go rewatch it, the timing of it was insane. It's like this is Oscar's car about to pull away, Lando's car is coming in. It was like perfectly timed. I'm like, oh my god, I was stressing out, to be honest. And then there's like, and then at one point it was weird because at one point the marshals and everything had recovered Kimi's car, but the safety car was still out, right? So it's like I think the safety car was out for an extra lap or so, but it's like that extra lap is precious, you know. That extra lap allows for overtakes and stuff like that. So even the commentators were like, I don't know why the safety car is out, like let's go back racing, like a lap is a lap, right? And even Lewis went on the radio and he was like, yeah, they just love wasting laps, don't they? And I'm like, yeah, they do. So we get to the restart, and this is where mayhem ensues. This is the part that had me at the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my god, this is where I was really locked in. So Max on the restart, I think Oscar like, I was about to yawn again. I feel it coming. So Oscar restarts like probably a little bit before the last corner. So they're where his car almost like freaking slips and crashes, but he's able to recover really well. Like honestly, that made me like, I'm like, Max, you are like a world champion for a reason. Like you're an amazing driver. That's what I was thinking when that happened. So that happens, and that little mistake let Charles pass him. Basically, he passed him on the straight. Beautiful overtake. And whatchamacallit, all this yawning has got me fucked up, yo. Like, it's so bad. Damn it, I cursed. I wasn't supposed to curse. Damn. Okay, so Charles was able to overtake him, and you know, George, being the man that he is, he saw an opportunity and he went for it. So it's Max, Charles, George right behind them, and George, I think George and Charles were both on the inside, or was it the inside? They were both on this side basically. So they're going, and then so Max is like forced off to the runoff area on the first corner, but he still comes out like ahead of George. So then it's Charles, Max, and then George. And at that point I'm like, oh, I think Max is probably gonna have to give the position back, and I was right. So then his race engineer comes on the radio and he's like, please give the position back. Oh, also the reason that Max was struggling so hard was because of the hard tire. So when during the safety car, when Max went into the pits, they gave him a hard tire, and he was like, why am I on a hard tire, y'all? Like, what the hell? Apparently the hard tire was super shit this weekend, and it was because I think they had used all their allocated tires, and the only tire that they had left was a hard tire. So the hard tire is super hard to bring up to temperature, and it's a mess. So that's why he was able to be like passed, and why he was struggling so much. But so at this point, his race engineer is like, hey, I need you to give that back, like give back the position. And Max was like, no. He's like, I was gonna go right now, everything like that. I mean, at the end of the day, the stewards did come out that he actually did not have to give back the position, because apparently George was not like in control of the car when the overpass or whatever happened. But that's besides the point at this point. So we get to this corner. I don't even know which corner it was. I don't remember. We get to one of the corners where Max is apparently supposed to get back to position. God damn it, y'all. This yawning is fucking killing me. And so, oh y'all, I saw this and I was like, there's no way. Okay, here's what happened. We're still hearing the radio about Max complaining about like, no, I don't have to get back to position. So we get to one of, let me show you. Let's just say it was this corner. We're getting to this corner where they have to turn, right? So Max is coming in. Max is coming in this way, right? So this is where he's supposed to let George pass, where he decides to let him pass. So Max, what he does is that he slows down, and he's on like the inside, right? He's on the inside, and George is like on the outside. So Max slows down, right? And that makes George think, oh, okay, he's gonna let me pass, right? Like Max is like inviting him to take the corner before he takes the corner. But here's what happens. George goes for it, right? He goes for it, and then Max does not turn, and basically he rams straight into George, like boom. I saw that, and I'm like, that's fucking deliberate. Like nobody can tell me otherwise, right? So at this point, I'm like, what the effing what? I was like, there's no way, like Max, there's no way you just did this, right? And so he like honestly, I was so like, I was pissed. I was pissed. Like I was upset, because to me, I'm like, you know what? I'm all about like drive. If you like, you know what I mean? Like drive how you need to, but deliberately crashing into your peers, into like your opponents like that is unacceptable. Especially in an F1 car. Like you guys have seen all the crazy crashes that we've had. Like it's not like this shit's not like fun in games like that, right? When there's crashes like that, that's like not funny. Like it's just not. Like it pissed me off. So Max ended up getting a 10-second penalty and 3 penalty points. But that's not harsh enough. Like nobody could ever convince me he's one penalty point away from a race ban. Right, but it's like 10 seconds. That's it. Like George Russell and Monaco got like basically a 20-second penalty, because he overtook and didn't give the position back. You're telling me that not giving back a position is worse than deliberately crashing into like a car? Like really, you guys, just imagine that when Max crashed into George lost control and George crashed. And it was a big crash. Like, obviously, like, they were both able to continue the race, and it didn't seem like they had that much damage, which was good. But like, imagine if Max had done that and something horrible would have happened. That's why I personally, you guys may disagree. That's okay. But that's why I personally, I lost a little bit of respect for Max. I love Max. I think, when Drive to Survive came out, I think he was incredibly like villainized, and like I fell victim to that. Like when I was watching, I was like, oh, he's a piece of, what? But when like I saw him like on actual F1, you could tell that this is a nice man who just wants to drive, and he's not like this villain that people make him out to be. But it's like, I don't understand how you can do that. Like, I really don't. Like, I understand that you're frustrated. I understand that emotions are high when you're in that car, but to deliberately crash into somebody and potentially like really fuck them up, like, that really did it for me. Like, I really did lose some respect for him, because it's like, just, you know what I mean? So I felt like he deserved a harsher penalty. I don't think it was fair that he only got 10 seconds. I think it's quite ridiculous, to be honest. Even like the commentators were like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like, so I did lose a bit of respect for him. And I also think it's kind of crazy that there's some people out there who's defending his actions. Like, you guys, this is not like, this man is world champ like what, 4 times. This is not somebody who's like hot-headed or like, you know what I mean? Like, he is obviously somebody who knows how to drive. He knows how to make these kinds of decisions. And so, like, I don't know, to let your emotions cloud your judgment that bad that you deliberately crash into another driver is just like not it for me. Like, it's a no for me. And by the way, this is like, this goes for any of the drivers. If any of the drivers do that shit, like, to me, like, it's like, I lose respect for you. Like, I'm like, I don't know. If it was an accident, sure, but like, if you look back at the footage, you cannot think that it was an accident. And honestly, people defending it are just so, I don't know. Okay, let's get past that. I think I mentioned everything about that. Yeah. Oh my god, I was watching the race, obviously, and then I see in the background Nico Hulkenberg, the man in the Sauber, pass Lewis Hamilton. A Sauber passed Lewis Hamilton. Think about it. He passed Lewis Hamilton. And Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton. Because I can't say his name right, apparently. I saw that. I was like, oh my god. I wanna cry. I just saw a green car pass a red car. I was upset. I was pissed. Oh, and Alonso finally got points. And honestly, thank God for that, because the home race curse is real. Carlos ended up finishing like 14th, and he qualified like 18th, I think. But yeah, it was someone else. So yeah, he finally got his first point of the season. Thank God for that. And yeah, I think that's it for all my race notes. Let's go to the starting grid and then the results. So Oscar got P1. Then it was Lando, Max, George, Lewis, Kimi, Charles, Pierre, Isaac Hadjar. If I remember correctly, Isaac Hadjar has been in every single Q3. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true, but give Isaac Hadjar Rookie of the Year. I love that man. I think he's a fantastic driver. Yeah, I love that man. Fernando Alonso, Alex Albon, Portolito 12th, Liam Lawson 13th, Nico Hulkenberg, Oliver Behrman, Esteban Ocon, Carlos Sainz. So he qualified 18th, but because Lance Stroll like wasn't able to compete, he started 17th. Brinko Colapinto, and then Yuki Tsunoda. about to set up, but I don't know. Also, apparently, like, I saw a report, I don't know if it's true, how Flavio Briatore is not super happy with the performance that Franco has been giving, and honestly, who would be giving a good performance in that freaking shitty ass team? Okay, let's go over the results. So it was Oscar, Lando, Charles, which was a surprise. I was like, okay, I like this. And there was George, Nico Hulkenberg, Lewis Hamilton, Isaac Hadjar, Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Max Verstappen, Liam Lawson, Gabriel Bortoletto, Yuki Tsunoda, Carlos Sainz, Cole Pinto, Esteban Ocon, Oliver Behrman, and then the DNFs were Kimi Antonelli and Alex Albon, and then Lance didn't participate. Driver of the day was Max, which was I didn't agree with that. I think I voted Charles for driver of the day. I think I voted Charles. And honestly, getting driver of the day after doing that heinous thing to George is kind of crazy. And then fastest lap went to Oscar Piastri. So yeah, another Oscar win. I'm all about the McLaren dominance as long as it's Lando winning. I like Oscar, but I don't think I'm an Oscar fan, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Unless it's at his home race, then that's when I'm an Oscar fan. But I don't think I'm an Oscar fan year round. Don't get me wrong, y'all. I still like Oscar, but I like other guys. Like I support other people more, if that makes sense. Yeah. The next race is Canada. Hopefully Lance is able to recover by then, and hopefully it rains. Because honestly, Lance and the rain go like this. Because if we look back, when was it that it rained? Was it Australia? Yeah, it rained in Australia. Lance ended. He ended 6th, and then in China he ended 9th. Where else did it rain? I think he did super well. Or maybe it was just like at the beginning of the season. Also, can I talk about how my pages have gotten worse a little bit? Like, let me show you guys. I feel like it's like neat and like, I don't know, it's just so well put together. And then if we look at the ones that I did today, it's like not as neat, but it's okay. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed.